Hi guys, we're going to talk about contrast avoidance today as it pertains to intimate or romantic relationships. So my name's Anna. I am a college professor. I have 2 master's degrees and I'm currently working on my PhD in transpersonal or spiritual psychology. And I talk about things that I'm interested in, that fascinate me, or things that have to do with complex post-traumatic stress disorder because I have that. So this is pertaining to that, CPTSD rather, and so contrast avoidance. What is it? Well, if you are like me and you have had a life filled with, trauma, abuse, neglect, things like this, it's the tendency to try and avoid situations that are in stark contrast to what you're used to. So what that might look like for somebody that's had abusive relationships in the past would be that you actively, even though it's subconscious, avoid people that would provide a healthy relationship for you because it is very uncomfortable because you've not experienced it, and new things can be scary for people, right? So what happens is when you begin to experience positive feedback from your interactions with somebody that you care about, it can cause some serious negative outcomes for you because there's a few things that can happen. Like, first, it can be that it's just so foreign, you just don't know what's going on and it feels fake. The other thing can be that it triggers a deep, profound sense of sadness because you begin to realize that this is something that you have been void of. Like, you don't have it, you've never experienced it before in all of your 45 years on this earth. And it can be very overwhelming because you're so used to the negative and you have no idea how to function or how to get through the positive. It's just not something that you are equipped to deal with at this time. So if you are like me and you have been working on yourself and trying to break toxic patterns and things like this, and you end up in a relationship with somebody that is lovely and great and supportive and not horrible, and they appreciate you and love you and treat you kindly, suddenly you can find yourself feeling very anxious and very overwhelmed. And that just happened to me this week. I just didn't know what was wrong. Like, there's something wrong, and I didn't know there was nothing wrong, but here I am feeling like this overwhelming sense of sadness, and I couldn't identify where it came from. So I did what I always do, and I started to research things, and lo and behold, I find this concept of contrast avoidance. And there it is. Now I have a name for it. But yeah, like, what's happening is that you are being treated the way you are supposed to be treated finally, but you have no tools developed to be able to navigate that because all of your defense mechanisms have been based on negatives, right? Like, that's what I'm used to. So that's what I am able to navigate easily. The positive stuff, not so much. And I don't think that we talk about this often or ever. And I think it's important because if I am dealing with it, I'm sure other people are too. So look it up, guys, contrast avoidance, and make sure you call it out because that's what I'm doing. I'm calling myself out on it. I'm not going to let past experiences dictate future experiences. I'm not doing it. I refuse. So the best thing that we can do in these cases is be grateful that we finally have met someone that is providing us with that sense of support and love that we've been lacking, and to sit in our discomfort and to not react, and to take some breaths and to identify what's going on. That's very important here because our trauma-based self response would be to pull back, withdraw, cause a problem, friction within the relationship so that you can have the thing you're used to, which is chaos, right? But hopefully you'll be far enough along on your healing journey to not do that and not allow your life to be continued chaos and letting these other people that did this stuff to you win, because that's what's happening. If we are constantly living in a state of fear and dread and overwhelm based on past experiences, that means that the people that screwed us over are still in control and they are winning. And again, I don't know about you, but I'm not okay with that. Hell no. So fuck those people. You know, take control of your life, identify what it is, and work through it. Okay, guys? Blessed be.